Hi, everybody. I'm Jen, and welcome to the very first episode of the Soft But Genuine podcast. I'm so glad you're here and you're deciding to listen to me. So, this is really nerve wracking, but exciting at the same time. So, I currently have notes on my phone just to refer to if you see me looking down at my phone and stuff. But we are here in my bedroom. I wanted the vibes to be just soft and cozy, as you can see, with the fairy lights and my comfy pink little blanket. If you're listening to this without the visuals, that's how it's looking. So starting this podcast was not in my bingo card at all. It was very impulsive and random, I guess you can say. The idea of starting a podcast just randomly came to me after literally like 2 weeks ago. I came home from work and I just crashed out. I had a really big crash out with my mom and family. I was just super miserable and I was tired and I was just I just needed a change, and it felt like everyone around me didn't see that. And I don't really expected them to see that just because it's what I'm feeling and what I'm going through. But I was just so I don't know, I just felt like I needed to change something in my life, and I still do. Yeah, that night after I was done crashing out, I literally started writing down names of what my podcast could potentially be because I just had so much to say. And I just thought, let me just kind of say this in a podcast. Let me just make a podcast. So that's what happened. And I came up with a bunch of names. The first name that I came up with was Soft But Genuine. I feel like that just encompasses the whole essence of me and what I want to talk about, just because I've always been told that I'm soft-spoken, and I think I have soft features. So because of that, I was like, okay. And I do like soft things, like my blanket and my Haru, which is, she's sitting down there. I'm also I be spitting facts though. Well, not necessarily facts, I guess, but just when I speak, I feel like I try to be the most genuine as possible. And my name happens to be Jen or Jennifer. I mean, my whole name's Jennifer, but a lot of people call me Jen, and the first 3 letters sound like Jen, so Jennuine. The second name that I came up with was Be Genuine. I feel like this is more like a catchphrase and very memorable. But I just felt like it's cute. I really like it, and I mean I could say it at the end of every episode, so didn't see it as a super strong name, but that would have probably been the second, the name, if I didn't choose the first one. And then the third one was Genuinely Unfiltered, just because I feel like this is where I could just dump all my thoughts and everything that I have to say. I don't think everything will be unfiltered. I don't know. I just felt like that's a little too wild for me. So, and I feel like it gives off more of a spicy topics and stuff, but I'm not always going to be talking about that. So I'm I'll make it into a series. Yeah, that's kind of how it came to be. I literally got the motivation and energy out of nowhere, and I just started working on it, creating the art and trying to draw myself as well. So we'll see how that goes. I'm still going through it, but yeah, starting a podcast and talking a lot is very out of my comfort zone. Like I said, it wasn't in my bingo card this year. I don't think of myself as a yapper. I usually keep my thoughts to myself, and I don't always feel like I have to say them. This is a little bit uncomfortable for me, but uncomfortableness brings growth. Yeah, I feel like this would be a shock to a lot of people that know me, just because I am quite timid and quiet. But that ends today, y'all gonna hear me yap. I just wanted a space where I could genuinely just say everything on my mind, talk about my experiences, advice, beauty, health, wellness, everything that I'm interested in, I want to talk about it. So just everything that I guess I know and learned through life, I feel like I listen to people like this, so like, why can't I do it too? I don't think I properly introduced myself. Sorry. Hi, I'm Jen. Full name Jennifer, but I usually go by Jen. I am currently 26 years old, and most people know me as soft-spoken and quiet. There's another side of me that I want to show to the world, and I feel like I am at a place where I'm able to do so. Like I said, this is quite uncomfortable for me, but we're gonna get through it. So where I am currently is, I feel like I'm in between like my past self and the future self that I want to be. So I feel like I'm in that between. So I feel like this is such a great time to start something new, just to see, I don't know, how things go and how I can progress. There are a lot of things and thoughts that I have, but I don't always say out loud. And this will be the space where I do that, just because I feel like it can help somebody out there as well. Like, whether you take anything away from the episodes, or if you just wanted to chat, or how do I say this? But yeah, let's talk about what's to come. So I have a lot of topics planned and I'm so excited. I have so many. Like I said, like, this creativity came out of nowhere and motivation came out of nowhere, and I started jotting down everything that I thought would be great for the podcast. I feel like most of the time it'll just be me, but I will have guests on my podcast, just like close friends and family, because this is still really new. But I feel like it'd be so fun to introduce you guys to people in my life, and just, it would always be genuine. So what you can expect in the upcoming episodes are stories that I have that are about my personal journey, beauty, creativity, the people in my life, healing, wellness, fitness, and just like a good overall, like a good amount of things. I guess I'm mostly trying to focus on the extra details that whatever experiences we go through, I feel like nobody necessarily talks about them, and those things are pretty helpful. Like, you either see the beginning or the result of whatever somebody's doing, and it's so cool and inspiring to see people while they are in their journey, I guess you can say. And I kind of want to show more of that. So I thank you guys so much for tuning in and pressing play on this video or podcast. And if you would like to continue to follow and support me and this podcast, please be sure to check the description box down below for all of the social media links for this Soft But Genuine podcast. This is just the beginning, and I am so excited to embark on a new creative journey. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and tuning in to today's first ever episode of the Soft and Genuine podcast. And until then, stay soft and genuine, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!